Shabbat Shalom. People of the United Nations Trust Territory of the British Southern Cameroons, good morning. Fellow good citizens of Ambazonia, today na number 20 day for the month of September 2019. My name na Capo Daniel. This one na my daily podcast for una. We go start today with a special operation led by a unit of the ADF, a member of the contender force, to capture the colonial divisional officer of Mbengwi, where be there inside meeting with a member of the disarmament committee from Yaoundé. The defense chair of the ADF, Mr. Mbengwi, then confirmed the arrest or capture of the head of one of the divisions for the disarmament committee, when that committee then be in charge for create this fake Amber boy, them make propaganda video them, including the recent one for Bali, where then stage the burial of a woman for use and for tarnish the image of Amber boys. This disarmament group na a propaganda machine where they target and promote the kidnapping of our people. It then bring great suffering for our people them. Regarding the arrest or capture of the colonial divisional officer of Mbengwi from the no Konitok zone, we think it was a mistaken identity. From my observation of a video call to those soldiers that arrested these two wanted terrorists, I observe the dressing of the so-called divisional officer. It looks like a dressing that can be described like one of those divisional officer dresses we see in Ambazonia and in La République du Cameroon. It also look like a dressing where it will be worn by a superintendent of a prison, because the dressing they almost look alike. From the public information provided by the defense chief of the ADF, no identity have been revealed about the person in captivity. But definitely we are confirming that the ADF indeed carried out an operation that captured two top terrorist officials from La République du Cameroon charged with acts of terrorism, conspiracy to tarnish the Amber boys, and colonialism-related charges. Both senior terrorists in captivity are being treated humanely in accordance with the Geneva Convention and in line with Ambazonian traditional practices. Mr. Mbengwi, the defense chief of the ADF, further sent a stern warning for all Ambazonia them, where them being an enabler or they try to facilitate the occupation and annexation of our territory. Wanna listen.
All those who think and imagine a Cameroon in any way, shape or form with Ambazonia in it, prepared to dialogue with the mass murderer of our people in Yaoundé, you are an enabler. You are subject to the law of the land. You are subject to the crime of treason. And over 50% of this world, the crime of treason is punishable by death.
That means any man where engage for any activity where they facilitate or enable La République for continue for hold our country as part of this union, irrespective of the will of the people for separate, than betray Ambazonia. He say over 50% for country than for the war. Any man will betray a country be subjected for punishment will include even death penalty. The defense chief Mbengwi further explain say this practice to be done by the French people during the time when they be the fight for liberate themselves from the German occupation. When I hear
World War II, the Nazis took 6 weeks to capture France, and traitors and enablers joined them to govern France for close to 5 years under the Vichy government. During that time, the French took out 6,000 enablers who were collaborating with the Nazis. After the Nazi fell, 4,000 more were taken out. More than 10,000 French enablers lost their lives with the Germans. Prostitutes who accepted the business of the Nazis and the Vichy government in France. Prostitutes, their heads were shaved and they were paraded naked on the streets.
So Mr. Benedict Kwa talks say if French people them kill over 10,000 of their own people them because they collaborate with the Nazi regime, then make those who are collaborating or enabling the continual occupation of our territory think about the consequences of their action. It talks say even prostitute the way they be sleep with Germans them or with collaborator, they be paraded for public. Still for Ambazonia, for that side for Munyenge, corner number 1 water, La République du Cameroon, their government terrorist forces them, they invade a small camp of IDP them, killing over 8 civilians. Most of the people where they kill them for day, now people where they be done burn their house before they run can shoot down for inside day. Most of the picking the way they kill them for day. Now remember them for one full gospel church where they be done burn them, their pastor run. The boy them get no association with the movement whatsoever. They were killed simply because they were Ambazonian male. This is what La République du Cameroon call disarmament mission, to go around killing Ambazonian males because they see any man picking for Ambazonia like a potential enemy. So they carry out a genocidal policy, systematic policy for wipe out all young man picking them for Ambazonia. Wanna hear?
I'm going to happen this today. Now one petit frère dit, don't kill a big brother. And then for the other side. See what you Cameroon government do am. They cause a for dialogue, they can't kill you for inside bush. We don't run for us, they don't come burn we all house, destroy we house, kill for house, we don't come for bush. They don't see left we. Now one of our picking this so in morning time. And they don't come so for bush. Can't kill them. They put fire with people that business places them. And the other one this. The other one for inside bush for up there, they don't kill them, then they will start up. Look where Cameroon government they do them.
The Bia's government continual targeted killing, systematic killing, burning down of villages, private property, humiliating our civilians continue irrespective of a fake monologue. This continuous operation of La République du Cameroon, their terrorist forces of occupation, now an indication of the will and mind of Mr. Paul Biya. They are in a business of killing and destruction to take possession of Ambazonia by force. Negotiation is another means for them, for us to surrender. We will not accept to live like second-class citizens or a captured people. We will not conceive to consider living in a union where you could take away our humanity as a people. We must fight back against this impunity. We must fight and resist until recognition and independence can guarantee the freedom of our people to live their life without the fear of death and torture. Still for Amber to Amber, a propaganda video to be run by La République du Cameroon through Equinox, using Fonangwa for the dead for spill out propaganda. Wanna listen?
We are traditional rulers at the days. I think I will support somebody from my own fandom who wants to divide. I cannot allow Mankind to be divided. Will I support somebody who wants to divide Cameroon? I will see Cameroon won as I voted in the plebiscite.
For Nangwafo talk say, if you bring me man can divide a kingdom for Mancon. So na the same logic way they apply for Cameroon. One remind for Nangwafo say ye too as a fund, no fi green, me Bafut can take over Mancon for become ruler. No palace no go accept me another palace with the chief can rule over your own territory. Where they need to talk the same country talk. Them get different country fashion them. No palace, no village, no go allow another village. Me can take over a village. No man need one divide La République du Cameroon. La République du Cameroon be the same status with the British Southern Cameroon. All them be in a trust territory. La République du Cameroon, as they be get their independence with their border, me no man no divide them, we go support them. So that logic for Fonangwafo, apply for Ambazonia. Because Southern Cameroon be in a territory on its own. We will attend our independence through joining. We no go allow any man me divide Mancon. We go support for Nangwafo. The same way we no go allow any man me can take over Ambazonia. Ambazonia need to understand say the fight for independence na a fight of self-determination. We dey on our own. We need to fight on our own. Recognition will only recognize the reality. Say the international community no fit benefit or no fit participate for our economic resources without Ambazonia. We need to stop all export from our territory. We need to continue our resistance, and triumph and victory be inevitable. Our right as a people is enshrined in the cardinal laws of the world order, the United Nations, the African Union. Justice and victory is on our side. Make we hold grass. We observe the Independence Day ghost town every Monday, when are the only way for our population to demonstrate for the war. So we are not satisfied. We want complete separation and independence. May we fight, we resist, we kick out the terrorist occupation forces of La République du Cameroun. May our revolution and war of independence be short. May freedom, democracy, liberty be in Ambazonia forever. Capo Daniel signing off. God bless you.